Hello everyone and welcome to Blackout Gaming TV. With me is sigafoo. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing, GPS?
I'm doing fantastic, man. We're casting a Prem game. It's going to be two awesome teams, of which you see here. This is going to be Chessclub Techniques. Currently undefeated in UGC Platinum. They're by far the best team in UGC Plat this far. However, you know, there might be some upsets, but I highly doubt that. So I've just been told they're about to ready up here. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. Two Titan teams. And they're pretty good.
How did Highpander finish last year?
They very well, I remember. Not too well. Don't quote me on that. Still a bit heat stroken by all the heat in my room, because my room traps all the heat, but that's okay. But yeah, Highpander did very well last season.
Second place, it looks like.
Yeah, second place. Yeah, it says on their profile. Duh. Yes, you stupid. And Chessclub, they ranked first in Division 1. So we have second in Prem and first in Div 1. That was Chessclub last season. And so far in ETF2L, Chessclub has had one victory and one tie. And Highpander has had one victory and one loss. And the loss was to Killswitch, previously very strong team. I'd say not as strong as they were last season. Maybe some roster issues and stuff going on there, but definitely not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. Pretty strong, but these teams are pretty good. And also, Chessclub played Killswitch and they tied. So currently, Highpander has lost to the team that Chessclub tied against. So that is it. And the map's going to be upward, of course. Snipers, I guess it's a whole map.
Isn't it like about 90% of TF2 maps?
Yeah, like we need more like stuff obstructing the sight lines. Snipers too good. So they have started. So we are about to go live here. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on who do you think is going to win today if you had to see your gut feeling early on?
If you'd ask me, I'd say one team, and you ask me a second later, I'd say the other team, because it's so even right now. Basically, I watched Chessclub scrim earlier today against Splendid Gaming, and they totally, well, they made them rage quit, I think, or something like that from what they said on the comps. But I am going to give it to Chessclub because they're just playing so phenomenally. Undefeated this season in UGC, and just overall doing pretty good.
Interesting early position of gun out here, very aggressive.
Dude, that's where I used to put it all the time when I play pubs. Yeah, I just like put it here. I don't even know if it's a good spot. It's just like I always do that.
I'm trying to figure out. I can't. It's said I can't see the sight lines on. I assume it kind of covers the flank side, so you get pressured if you try to push up there.
He might move it backwards though. Let's see. Is he running? Yeah, he's running the Rescue Ranger. So yeah, might be seeing some kind of long-ranged pickup, because that gun does allow you to pick up buildings from far away and also repair them from far away. Not refill the ammo though. Both medics are running minigun, nothing out of the ordinary here. So let's take a look at Kalis. Is he running? Nope, no sticky jumper, but I'm going to watch him because we might see some Demoman shenanigans as soon as the gates open, so let's take a look here. No out of the gate jumps here. No shenanigans as of yet.
I thought Kazul actually got whipped. The spy on Chessclub got whipped out the gate to go behind enemy lines. I actually kind of like that play.
Yeah, and already the spy here, Kazul is behind enemy lines, so he is in a good spot. He's probably just waiting for the proper distraction to go in and zap some buildings or stab some people.
Kazul's going to be spotted out here by the Pyro, but he's going to just kind of do the little dance around, still staying up behind enemy lines.
Yeah, still dead ringing. Still alive.
Yeah, in that gun position, very close, getting spammed down by the Demo Man a lot, but the Wrangler and the Rescue Ranger combo, very effective when it's only being spammed down by one person. It's being kept alive and kind of just challenging anybody who's getting on the card.
Yeah, and surprisingly, this gun is still standing there. Well, it did get taken out, so yeah, that's usually what happens whenever I build it in that position. It just gets blown up, so let's see what he decides to do. Yeah, he's going to pick up the dispenser and move it back here from the B point. Oh, interesting spot here. Bit of an unorthodox play here coming out of Highpander.
Yeah, I kind of like that spot. We got Ubers exchanged here on the cart. Pyro versus Pyro. The air blasts are too much to handle as the Pyro finally gets on the cart. Ubers are done. They're going to keep spam on the cart, but no. Chessclub is not going to. They're going to elect to get really aggressive here.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. So T came in for the bomb there, but Zoo able to take him out.
Yeah.
And Highpander deciding that they're not going to give up the spot here. They are going to hold on even without a gun. Easily can get caught in here potentially because you have to run up the hill to get out of this spot, but it doesn't matter. They took down so many right there and only 4 up for Chessclub.
Yeah, and I have to give it to Highpander right now. They're holding surprisingly well for not having a gun or dispenser here. But it is only going to be a moment of time before they eventually have to retreat. But let's take a look at the unit. Oh, he's actually... Well, this is a very interesting sentry placement here. I think if it doesn't get spotted, it will definitely catch him off guard. So let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, we got a spy cap there out of the Chessclub spy right there, so it gets that down. Highpander finally is going to elect to get out there. Fortunately, the sniper was not looking up at the hill when the medic was retreating. I do like this sentry gun placement because it's very easy to rescue Ranger out of the front lines to move it back, and it also challenges anybody who tries to take high ground, because right now, they have to challenge you at low ground coming up onto this hill, but they're electing to just everybody get on the cart party going on with about, is that everybody?
That's pretty much everybody. They're just doing deathballing on the cart here, but it looks like they're going to go around the side here, but they are on the low ground, though. Here they come. Oh, Pyro out of position. Red Pyro, get out of position there, is going to be able to salvage that somehow. They did lose their dispenser, but the gun is still up. And yeah, it looks like Highpander come out on top of this engagement here, because they're literally above their enemy.
Yeah, one nice thing that actually has already happened, just, you know, one of the small things for the blue engineer, Evil, he actually already has a level 3 teleport up, actually, speaking of which, just got taken down. Going to help out his team. Obviously, they have a respawn advantage pushing this point, but currently Highpander holding very aggressively on this ground. Cart's being pushed out from underneath the tunnel, but Zub is going to cover that and take out the spy who's, or at least dead ring the spy who's on the cart.
Oh, spy zapping the sentry. This is pretty terrible. The engineer is nowhere near. And this gun is going to go down as well as the dispenser, so no static defense here, and the cart is dangerously close to the second point.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen a single kill out of Lysium, the Chessclub sniper yet. I mean, this is, as you said, a very sniper-friendly map, and he just has not been able to get in position to get a kill, so I'm kind of curious what's going on with him so early in the game.
Scout, Soldier, and Spy has been giving him a lot of trouble this entire round. Solid here. He's an excellent spiper, if you can call it that. He's a very intelligent spy here, and did take out Sprayer right there. And yeah, some kind of defense going down here for a Highpander, but it looks like Chessclub is going to be able to push up here. The gun is still up, and it's also still in a very interesting position here. The unit here running very unorthodox strategies here, and it's going to be turtling backwards.
And Heavy finally taking out the Scout 1v1 on the cart using his big body, finally getting that cart over the point. But that's actually going to be really fortunate for Highpander, as that extra 20-30 seconds is going to give the Engineer time. Not only did he get the gun out of the fight without it going down, but he was able to have all those respawns come up onto the third point. Because the third point, I think, in my opinion, is probably the most holdable point on this map, if you do it correctly. And it looks like they're holding very forward. And again, that gun is very forward, electing to have very aggressive sentry gun placement, and then move it back as needed.
Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind, though, the Spy is actually around here, so he could potentially do something. Not enough out of just... Yeah, and like you said, the gun gets picked up, and he's gonna slowly move it backwards. It's a backwards turtle strategy. I would call it the Uden.
And Chessclub actually has about 10% advantage here. It was about 20%, but they've kind of just been holding on to it a little bit too long. Uber actually comes out here, pushing up the cliff. Pyro's air doing his job, air blasting, actually kind of backing up here. He goes down. Heavy being Uber, counter Uber coming out from, you got Highpander right here, getting the Heavy, getting caught underneath, getting taken out by the Demo Man. No, he didn't. What? And no, and this gun's going to get sapped here, and see, I'm not really sure who got the better of that exchange. Yeah, it kind of just seems pretty even. Oh, but, Zub takes down Sprayer in the backfield, and then down goes a Heavy in Demo, getting caught in with no medic. And Chessclub is still pushing the cart, though. It's really close, even though the medic is up for Highpander. They're going to get this.
Spot, doing a lot of damage with those sticky bombs. Spy is still around, though, but yeah, the enemy cluttering around the cart here. Oh, look at this. Lots of kills here coming in from the power classes of the defenders right now. Holding that pretty well. They did lose the point, though. That is a very well deserved forward spawn for the attackers right now. So let's see how they decide to play this. I'm guessing that the medic Fool for Highpander right now is going to get a bomb pretty soon from T, because he has a full Uber, and I'm pretty sure that Chessclub knows this.
Yeah, they need to start pulling back, holding this kind of third point so aggressively with spawn time so low and so quick for Chessclub on offense here. They need to, they wisely do, they pull back. So this kind of upper area on the kind of the traditional hold that you see out of Highlander players, kind of in this upper area. So we'll be kind of curious to see how, you know, the gun positions have been interesting all game. Looks like it's going to continue to be that way as the Engineer's holding with the combo currently.
And Solid actually sniping T with the Ambassador there. That's the soldier going down for Chessclub right now. And Chessclub has so many players down. But the cart is still pretty far ahead, so I guess it's worth it. You know, as long as the cart's going forward, you can afford to die here. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got Ubers even. Again, you know, trades go in your favor right now, especially if Chessclub gets a teleporter up to take down those spawn times. You know, they just respawn so much quicker as that was just Kazul going down. But yeah, I'm kind of just curious. You know, this is really tough point to get, but actually the Heavy's taking a lot of ground. It's giving up, and now he's going to get spammed out by Hildreth coming up, defending this point. Demoman's actually caught in Kazul, or Kalis there, and Kalis goes down to Hildreth. Not going to work out too well, but it looks like some kills are coming out the backside from Atomicus. Where's the... I'm trying to figure out where that's... Oh, from the lower.
Yeah, Atomicus here actually doing what he did in the Scrimmer, kind of just hanging out on this right-hand side here and doing a lot of damage, but it's going to be pretty tough with the Pyro, Highpander running around here and air blasting all day, but Highpander's very low on health and is going to eventually get taken out, but then Atomicus dies to Builder slightly after, and Elysium takes out Fromlo, so that is sniper advantage for the blue team, so let's see what they're able to do with this.
Fool with just about coming out to 100% right now, holding up there, getting spammed out by the demo, but barely anything is touching him. This is such a difficult spot to push in. Scout on the cart. They're running mini sentries right now on defense here. Not a bad idea, definitely, if your team's holding so aggressively here, but the cart is getting close. That's exactly what you want to do, is like just keep suiciding on the cart in the meantime, get that cart going forward. Engineer doing just that. Evil deciding that he actually wants to get a little bit cute here, going to try to get up on the combo, but actually going to run away. Nope, he's on Hildreth right now with the mini sentry, but he's going to get caught in by the Pyro and probably go down himself.
Yeah, the cart's still moving forward here. They Fool is holding on the high ground with Hidox and Hildreth as well with full Uber, but Sprayer is about to have full Uber as well here. So we're going to have an Uber versus Uber engagement here, and yeah, Force coming out of the blue team here. Sprayer not having popped his Uber yet. As the cart is pretty close to the edge here. No level 3 sentry. I think the Unin actually elected to go for mini sentries here.
Yeah, this is actually really huge though with that 70% advantage. Actually, they're using right now Uber pop from lower going up the stairs to that higher ground. They need to move quickly. Their Uber is almost over there. It finally goes down, and they weren't able to really get anybody with it. Well, actually, Fool went down there in that exchange, having taken out the Pyro.
Basically, it was T time happening. Of course, T being the British soldier who drops the medic. And there we go. And at 9 minutes and 33 seconds, that is Chessclub's time. All 4 points. That is a decent time. It's all right.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So now teams have been switched. And,
yeah. 9:33. I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to take a look at this Evil Sentry placement here. Yeah, he's going for the super standard, no shenanigans build here. This is what we usually see, so this is a bit more, I guess, more resilient, but it's a lot more predictable as well, so we will see how that goes. Because, you know, you might just have a demo man just jumping in or kill the engineer or kill the sentry, because pretty competent demo man is able to do that, so let's see here. Yeah, Hildreth on the Ullapool Caber. It will be interesting to see if he is going to go for like some jumping suicide right off the gates, because you can definitely afford to do that as a demo man when you're attacking, because the respawn times are pretty slow, pretty short. It's slow when you're on defense and short when you're on fast
offense.
yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, well, it's spawn advantage. Yeah, it's like a...
But look at this Kritzkrieg for Fool right now. This is interesting on attack. This is something we rarely see. Definitely unorthodox here. Spray here with a regular Uber, so this is going to be interesting.
Be kind of curious to see how they use it, but you know, hey, Kritzkrieg, if you get the kills, it doesn't matter if the other team has Uber, and even if you go down, you're going to respawn pretty quickly. Actually, he basically, even as a Pyro and Heavy, getting really aggressive on this right side, trying to take over the flank as the combo is being really passive.
Yeah, Fromlo here, getting a double kill here, killing Elysium and the Soldier. Oh, look at Chessclub just bleeding out here, so many players down. Fool here also doing the Kritzkrieg here, and Hildreth getting scissors. Of course, was the Pyro, which means no more spy checks.
A huge 3K right there. And also, the medic is going to go down for Chessclub right there as Hildreth went behind enemy lines, able to take out the scout. Now the Heavy's running away. Heavy, you can run quick. And down he goes to Zub and the scout right there. And they're already taking that high ground, doing exactly what they need to do. Payload is all about taking the ground, which the other team gives you. And they're not waiting on it. They are getting as aggressive as they need to be. And they're going to put up a really great time here. And being smart as well with ×3 on the card, as they're already on the second point here.
Wow, look at this. This is just excellent play here. Fortunately, we missed that off camera, but that was a beautiful push there done by Highpander. They just basically went in, and look at this. Fool with the full Kritzkrieg and Hildreth in the front. And, yeah, let's see. Oh, this could go pretty well for them here. Let's see. Kritzkrieg popped. Well, Atomicus is going to be retreating here, and, yeah, not going to get... Well, it did get Puzzle. That was a scout, and Kalis, they got the demo, but they lost Hildreth in the process, so not the best of Kritzkrieg. And now, of course, Sprayer is going to have that full Uber in just a few moments here. It's over, slightly over halfway there.
Yeah, but a lot down on defense here, and the gun is, I mean, they do have the gun, they do have their medic up, they do have their heavy up on defense. That's going to provide them that ground, and right now, Highpander is just starting to take ground. But a little bit of a passive hold. There's, again, not really peeking that much. The Heavy's holding an area. The Demoman Kalis is finally getting a little bit closer here on Chessclub, trying to stop them from taking so much free ground. And down goes the Heavy, and Chessclub is actually getting spammed out by Hildreth here.
Yeah, the gun is very exposed, actually. But, yeah, Hildreth a bit far back. Fool has switched back to regular Medigan, so no more Kritzkrieg shenanigans. The cart is moving forward here, and he's going to be battling the scouts. Highpander gets taken out. Scout the cart is moving forward here, so... But there's good presence of Blue here. Blue has a pretty good positioning right now.
And just to say, the actual defensive engineer actually just went down, so his gun's going to get spammed out pretty easily here. And it should go down. Uber's out on both teams. Red team getting the better exchange right now. They're going to actually retreat with that little bit of advantage, as Highpander is going to definitely push up off of this. He'll just getting pushed back by the Pyro, getting spammed out, but they're still taking a lot of ground here. But oh, here in comes the Extinguisher, taking down Hildreth, getting caught in by Scissors. But the card is so close, but they're trying to defend it. Engineer versus Spy.
The unit takes out the Spy and is battling a Scout, building another mini-sentries, because those are good against Scouts, but that Scout was... Well, they get taken out by Puzzle, so I guess the mini-sentry was the victor of that battle, and unfortunately mini-sentries can't push the card. But Fromlo here is going to go and continue pushing the card here, and oh, interesting level 1 sentry here. Oh, this one's going to go down.
The Highpander just has too much ground right now. They need to focus on holding last. There is 6 minutes. That's definitely a holdable time for last, but it will be difficult. But the combo is going underneath right now. I guess they're just kind of rotating to get to that high ground.
Yeah, and both teams having full Uber at this point in time, so this is going to come all down to how Highpander decides to push this. They're pushing on the low ground with Hildreth, and oh! Big surf there. Air blast surf from Fool not falling in the pit. That could have been disastrous, but he survived. And, oh! Sprayer went down to a body shot from Fromlo there off camera, so they were all played by. That was a drop. I'm sure you see on the sniper.
Only this level 2 up. They're getting some respawns in, but the respawn time's so high for defense right here. Heavy and Engineer on the cart. Pyro going underneath, I'm assuming for a sneaky play, but we actually got the Atomicus behind the cart, putting down damage, doing exactly what he needs to do. Goes 2v1 versus a Scout and Spy. He's going to go down. With 5 minutes on the clock, 70% Uber advantage right now for Highpander. They should be able to easily push this in with their next push.
Yeah, quick fix here coming out of Sprayer, and a full Uber here just about to hit for Highpander right now. Hildreth in the front, and here is the Uber any second now. Well, they're just invading it right now. Yeah, Uber popped. There we go. Atomicus caught out of position here. He is going to be able to retreat here, and they haven't really done too much with this Uber. This was kind of unfortunate for them. They didn't get anything for that, actually.
Yeah, no, really good defense. I don't know. I think maybe they just weren't clear about where they wanted to push in. The gun was able to keep up. Good job by Evil right there, keeping his gun alive during that push, just barely so. And actually taking ground. Kalis back up at the top, taking on Zub. 1v1 right now. Zoob finally getting back out, but Hildreth now taking that high ground, going against T time, taking down Hildreth with the help of Kalis, as they're going to take back that high ground. It's exactly what they need to do with 4 minutes on the clock. They've done so well so far, and actually have a full Uber advantage on Highpander.
Yeah, but that is a quick fix, though. Keep in mind, that is not as powerful as a regular Uber. So they could possibly do something with this. Tomka's here defending. This is pretty standard. You just keep your combo up here and no force. Oh! Fromolo with the body shot. Taking out the medic. Distraction play by the scout there was very well executed.
A lot of focus coming down onto the gun. It should be going down shortly here. Finally does, no, that doesn't go down. Wow, that gun is just being kept alive. Really good job by Evil, keeping that after everybody trying to focus it from far range. But here comes the Pyro onto the cart.
Here comes Zoob, though. He's actually shooting the ceiling to try and hurt the NG, and he actually takes him out there, so very nice soldier play there. He's going to get this stupid dispenser that's blocking his path, and Fromolo kills the sentry, and Zoob is in a very good spot here, being on the high ground. He's going to be able to be a huge distraction and do a lot of damage here. They just need to go on the cart and cap it, and that looks like that's going to be the first round going into Highpander. So yeah, can I guess now who's going to win, or is that too late? Is the predictions too late?
It might be a little bit too late, but you can do it, and then we'll just re-edit it into the front of the broadcast. How about that?
Yeah, we can just do that. So yeah, looking at the stats from the last round there. Hildreth, 4,500 damage. That is pretty impressive. Tomicus and Elysium, Kalis, Zoob all in the 2s and 1000s. Hildreth 15 kills, Tomicus 12. So yeah, surprising to see that Fromolo didn't get on the top kills list, but yeah, Elysium did, the sniper. So yeah, overall, I think Highpander might win this unless Chessclub is able to adjust their play, because that was just so much more dominant kind of push there than what we saw from Chessclub in the beginning there.
Well, you know, but if you look at it, they only capped it with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the clock, which is like, that's basically like 1 point of hold, and they gave up second for free because they basically got wiped on first, and then Highpander did a really great job taking over that hill so quickly, getting to that second point, basically securing it for free. And if they held second point, they actually might have at least put it to, like, you know, closer to like 30 seconds or, you know, something really close. So I did think Highpander looked so deadly out the gate. They kind of slowed down, and then they had that full Uber push in into last where they failed and didn't get like any kills, didn't take out the gun. I don't think it's as one-sided as it seems, but Highpander is definitely playing better.
Yeah, they're definitely working together more as a unit. You can also see the scores are just generally higher for Highpander, which is kind of common for people that win. So if you look at the scores as well, you can see they are yeah, slightly favoring the winners right now. And if you look at the positioning, they're kind of different. You see that the scout Kisakala there, a Swedish scout, I believe, or Finnish, don't remember. But yeah, he's on the top there, so he's doing a lot of work as a scout, which is pretty hard on this map. And that's more than just cap point, because Puzzle also did the cap, and he is not as point rewarded, I guess.
And one big thing, I'm just looking at I think his point out is the medic's deaths. His Fool only went down, so Highpander's medic only went down 3 times the entire game, whereas Sprayer went down 9 times.
Yeah.
That's going to make a big difference. And I mean, again, that game was close for, like, as heavily as it seemed in Highpander's way. It should have been a lot further away. Guys expecting maybe like a 5-minute time, like with the way they're pushing out the gate. So
yeah. So I heard one team already up here. So yeah, definitely medic dying a lot. That's gonna have a lot to say, having heals or not. So yeah, looks like we are just about to go live on the second round here. Match point for Highpander. So right now, Chessclub is gonna be in the blue. No wait, they're gonna switch around.
Yep, they messed that up.
Yep. So now Highpander is gonna be attacking. Chessclub is going to be defending. Pretty much the same we saw last round. Again, so now Highpander will be the ones to set the time, and Fool here on the Kritzkrieg. Once again.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I want to see out of Chessclub this round is I thought they played really passively on their holds, or at least their combo play, I should say. It just didn't seem like they were exposing themselves to put out the damage to stop, you know, Highpander taking so much ground for free. And I don't know if maybe they were scared of the sniper sightlines or something like that, you know. But I think if Chessclub just plays a little bit more aggressively with their combo, I think they can like get a lot better time out of this. I don't know. What did you see? What do you think Chessclub can change this round?
I don't know, but I think they're going to think it's going to be another crit streak here, because Full is changing around to regular metagun here. Oh, the metagames. Tricking them. Like, I heard about this before, like you go crit streak and then you switch back later and you just kind of trick them. Get inside their heads. So maybe that's what they're doing. They're getting inside their heads to get an edge here. Elysium taking out Kissakala. It's a scout.
Zoob's actually, I just want to point this out real quick, sorry, is Cow Mangler. He's on the Cow Mangler gun right now.
Who is?
Zoob, the soldier right now. He's actually going to disable that gun for 3 seconds right there as Hildreth is running in and gets down the gun just with pipes.
That is what we call a very well executed sentry snipe there, courtesy of Zoob there, so definitely using that to the fullest, and we don't really see that much that often, so that is really creative.
Yeah,
Zoob there.
And the other thing that Zoob, I don't know if he's caught it, but Zoob actually ran in as soon as after the gun went down and then forced the medic on defense, the red medic. So now they actually are going to have a full Uber advantage here out on Highpander. They're going to be, looks like they're going to be pushing it right away, and it's just going to be a question of how many players are going to get caught in by Chessclub on this Uber, how many are going to go down. But the Pyro's coming in here, Uber out, he'll just putting down the damage, getting the air blasted back, level 1 gun is up. A couple of kills coming their way, but looks like Sprayer's just barely staying alive. 6 HP finally does go down, and a lot of losses for Chessclub right here, as they're going to have to pick it up, and it looks like Scissors, with the help, taking down Hildreth with the help of the sniper right there. And they're going to have to give up this first point and just hope for that second hold. Don't want to lose too many here.
Yeah, they need to get back to the regroup on the second point here, because if you just go one at a time, it's easy to bleed out here, and yeah. The red medic is a bit exposed, but they're going to go back and go for the B house hold there and kind of regroup there while the engineer builds fairly standard defense. So let's see how Highpander plays this. Ubers are slightly favoring the defenders, but that is just such a little advantage. It hardly ever matters here. Hildreth jumping in here, and it's going to get a nice couple of stickies and might actually force the combo out of this room here.
And Kalis actually went down to a headshot just before Hildreth came in here, so that's going to be working in the favor of Highpanders are pushing in this double room, and Heavy's going to get pushed off the cliff.
Look at this pushing here. Engineer and Scout just hiding behind the cart and pushing the cart. That is so fast right now, and they just need to get the times 3 on a cart here. And Spike, Zool can't catch a break and get spotted. No stabs for him today. That was unfortunate. Fool here about to have a full Uber. Sprayer sitting on that 100% as well. Really low on health.
And again, it's like the red combo, despite having Uber advantage, obviously the medic is hurt, but they are nowhere to be found on this high ground. Uber is forced out. Mech's being pushed back by the level 1 gun. Heavy is getting on the gun with the Hildreth, coming in here, putting the damage down behind the gun. He's going to get taken out. Uber's going to be popped here from Chessclub. Medic gets taken down by TT Time, coming in from behind, taking him out, as the red is actually going to be able to hold this point pretty effectively now that after Fool went down there to T.
Yeah, that of course happened off camera while they were defending, so that was a very nice counter push there, or counter jump. So now Ubers are pretty even. Pretty low as well in the percentage, but they will be building, and we'll have them in not too long. It's like 45 seconds, I think. So until then, we're just gonna have some poking and prodding. It looks like, unless one team makes a big mistake there. T getting Sakala, not the biggest. Oh, Elysium taking out Pidox. That's a nice pick there. Not having a heavy on attack is really gonna hurt their offensive play here. And look at Kazul already at the enemy spawn. Oh yeah, he did get spotted, and yeah, he's gonna dead ringer. See, it's gonna be pretty limited to what he's gonna be able to do right there.
Spam down, nice job by Kalis here, seeing the cart being pushed. I mean, it's one of those little things, but getting that spam down on the point as Heavy's getting pushed out here by Steve Pander. Steve trying to get in here, get some damage down, but he's going to retreat after taking a direct pipe. And yeah, we already got a level 3 teleporter up here on offense, always helpful. And kind of just jostling for position right now as each team has Uber.
Watching the T cam right now, and he's being very aggressive on defense there. Oh, Atomic is going down to Fromolo. A headshot there, and that's going to hurt their defense. So let's see if they can take advantage of this, because Atomicus is down and Kalis is down. That is, the power class is gone for the defenders right now, and this is a huge deal as the Uber is popped for both teams here. Oh, nice surf by the medic. Oh, the Pyro's after him still, but the Pyro's
gets punched.
Gets the bullet. Yeah, you rarely see people falling off the map here because they just have such good control on just surf in. But yeah, that was That was an interesting push there. I think the Pyro there, the Pyro Scissors did an excellent job there of just saving that push there, given the fact that they lost their power classes for that defense.
And Steve actually, I don't know if you caught that, Steve actually ran in there just straight on the combo while the gun was wrangled, came behind the gun and just went straight onto the combo, taking down the medic Sprayer. So Sprayer is down, giving a 50% advantage to Fool right now.
Yeah, and that is a big deal. So we will be seeing some pressure being applied to Fool pretty soon. I'm guessing T will have something to do with that, as Sprayer is just respawning here. 60% Uber advantage here so far. You know, they are going to go on the low ground route here, which can be kind of risky because you can't get spammed out here, and they do get spotted, so they know what's up.
They're just taking their time, taking that ground, pushing from lower to the mid ground. Now they're in the house. Hildreth's starting to take that high ground, getting caught in with the heavy. Heavy goes down, Thomas gets down, and yeah.
Taking a teleport as well. Uber popped in here, and that's a level 3 gun. Let's see if he's going to be able to wrangle and save that. Let's see, Hildreth here. Oh, jumping actually up to the gun here. He's going to be battling it out. Let's see what he decides to do here. I think he gets this is evil. He got the engineer, and it looks like he's just going to be sticking up the place here. So this could potentially work if somebody that doesn't get caught. Oh yeah, wait, T's on him. And wait, Hildreth actually got backed up by Zoob there. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, Zoob. Not going to be able to take out Elysium as he just turns around and shoots him in the face. That's good enough. So 6:02 is the time Chessclub has to beat.
Yeah, you know, one thing I noticed there, Chessclub, I don't know if Kalis was getting out of position or just being focused, but he seemed to be down a lot that game. I'd be curious to see what his death count was, because I have a feeling it'd be very, very high.
Yeah, once again, we see that Hildreth is top scoring with damage. Once again, 4,000, and Elysium, the sniper, on 3, and T on 2,007. And Elysium and Puzzle with 11 kills each, topping the board here with Hildreth with a good solid 10. So I think Elysium is doing a lot better now than he did in the first round. He's getting a lot more kills, but it doesn't seem to be, you know, helping all that much. His team needs to be pulling their own weight as well. So if we look at the scores here, yeah, Elysium is second fragging to his medic, while his Fromolo is pretty low on the board. But Fromolo has been getting, like, I guess utility picks. He's been getting, like, important classes at the right time. He just hasn't gotten the sheer amount of kills. He's just gotten, you know, kill the heavy, kill the demo, kill the medic, stuff like that.
Yeah, and so to my comment, Kalis went down 18 times. The Spy went down 20. Zoob, both soldiers went down 20 times, so they're like expendable. They're supposed to die a lot, and I think that again was a big reason why Chess did not do well on that.
Out of the gates, Elysium goes down to Fromolo, so that is sniper advantage for the defenders. Let's see if Fromolo's gonna be able to take advantage of this. Yeah, in very good spot here. He's gonna just watch the card and probably kill Scout or oh, gets Kalis! Speaking of that, yeah, there you go. Kalis is down, and Attackers does not have a demo man for the time here.
Yeah, so it's like Heavy's taking ground. They're having a little bit more of a passive sentry gun this time. Heavy's actually on the rock side, taking around this flank. They're actually getting a lot of ground for free out of Highpander, as Hildreth is just around the corner with the medic. They're just waiting to pop that Uber. Someone's trying to get a force in here, but they're getting a lot of ground out of the cart. Here comes the soldier on top with the Heavy man coming over the top. They might be able to get a force of the medic here. Pyro coming up, trying to push them back a little bit, but Highpander doing what they did last round, holding firm.
Yeah, watching the Uber exchange go on here. Hildreth actually just sticking up the card here as they look like they are going to be...
Oh my god, medic off the cliff! Fool went off the cliff! Air blasted!
Yep, so that happened. That is... I'd be feeling pretty good for Sprayer... Oh, not Sprayer, Scissors.
And so a little bit of a change of pace how the Engineer just running the Eureka effect now, instead of running the Rescue Ranger. But yeah, both medics went down in that exchange. The gun's going to go down here nice and easy. Combo is coming over the top without a medic, but still taking a lot of ground out of this.
Yeah. Chessclub is taking a ground really quickly, and Sprayer on Kritzkrieg right now, so they might be able to catch up with the Uber here, unless he gets taken out. Kiss and Paladin being very close there. Kazul with a double revolver kill, killing both the Scout and the Soldier, and Rumla with a nicely placed headshot here. Oh, it takes out the Scout as well and stops the cart, then distracts, buying his team some more time here, and Yunan is switching back to regular Wrench or the Southern Hospitality.
Nice play out of Kazul there, taking out the sentry gun line. His team to take, you know, now you have to focus that to take that out, which is going to be really a big deal for when it comes to those pushes with the Kritzkrieg. You can't really focus the gun nearly as much without the Uber. So Hildreth also went down there earlier in the exchange. He's back up, obviously. And we got a level 3 slowly being built on the third point, and at aggressive style like last time.
But yeah, this could actually backfire pretty badly here, but full Kritzkrieg and full Uber, so let's see how they do this. They need to get a perfect crit sticky off, and they get the NG. The gun is zapped, but counter Uber is coming in here, and looks like Sprayer did go down to Kisakala, that is the scout, or the defenders. Elysium takes out Fromolo. So no sniper on defense either, and there's no guns, so I think the card's going to be moving forward here, and it looks like Chessclub is taking a lot of ground here. Oh, soldier bombing in here, Zoob taking out Atomicus, and it's kind of a chaos right now. It's very few people actually where they should be, but the card is moving forward, and that's what's important for them right now, is they don't have all the time in the world here. Will we see an NG death to the ground? Yep. This is Evil, gets pushed off by Steve, the Pyro. That was a very long attack.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going on. It's still on. Never mind.
Well, I think you see this when a team feels really desperate. You kind of just see a really kind of weird attack all over the place that's not really effective, but it's just kind of constantly pressing. Chessclub is finally taking some ground out of this. Heavy versus Uber, actually on quick fix now here. So Heavy's going to keep alive despite Uber pops straight into them. Hildreth takes down, looks like just the engineer who was on the cart. Heavy finally taking out the other Heavy with the help of T here in this room as Meg's backing up, and they only got 2 minutes left. They need to get people on the cart while this is going on.
Oh, Hildreth's in a very good spot here. Double kill taking Snout Sprayer and Elysium. That is 2 of the support classes gone for the attackers right now. And yeah, they seem to be holding pretty good here as time is ticking away. Just under 1 minute and 55 seconds left on the clock here. Sprayer on the crit screen. This is interesting. Atomic is a bit out of position here. Oh, here comes Zoob. Bombs in and gets the kill stolen from him by Pitox, but he did get an assist. That's what counts.
And yeah, Highpander just is, holding firm. As I said, Chessclub just seems to be like kind of just in that desperation play. They're not really pushing together. There's not a lot of coordination, and I think they can sense what's about to be true, which is that they're going to lose this match.
Well, 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock here. They need to put people on the cart, and there's only a mini-sentry up, and that thing is going to be annoying here and actually work as a distraction. T got taken out by headshot. Fromolo taking out the scout as well, and the NG triple kill. Nobody's left to push the cart here. The classes that are able to push the cart are gone. And Kritzkrieg coming in here. Well, look at the Pyro in the... Whoa, what happened there? Kill has been flying here, and yeah, 60 seconds left on the clock here, and yeah, Chessclub is having a really hard time keeping it together. So losing players left and right here. No, Atomicus turns around one time too much and gets stabbed. But let's see if they can get what the momentum they need here. 40 seconds left on the clock. Is it possible to push it all the way?
I think it is possible, technically speaking, but wow, actually there is only 2 up right now.
Yeah, they need times 3 on that
spawn.
stuff. Constantly times 3. They can't afford to lose anything as they're just having a respawn wave here, and Elysium pretty much needs to hit
That's going to be a big deal.
every single shot here in order to win. He needs to hit every single shot, not miss, and he's done that, so yeah, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be close. 15 seconds left on the clock here.
And T takes out the sniper right now. No engineer. He just gets taken out by a headshot. Scout's going to come onto the cart. Really just about delaying the time. 6 seconds. Pyro on the cart from behind. He's getting sprayed down. Spy on the cart. Scout on the cart. They need to get this 1 second. And wow, that was a lot closer than it should have been.
That was amazingly close there. Very well played by Highpander. Of course, taking the match. GG. Let's take a look at the last round stats there. We can take a look there. Fromolo doing an amazing job this round, getting kills left and right. 4,200 points, and the opposing sniper with 3,000. And yeah, Hildreth doing a good job as usual. Steve actually got 11 kills. He was the Pyro, probably like air blasting kills. So yeah, there you go.
From just
like I said halfway through, when I made a prediction after seeing the first round. Yeah, Highpander just played very well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Highpander played really well. Their coordination was on par. I think Chessclub definitely showed themselves not to be. I mean, despite the match and the results, I think it was much closer than what it was. I think Chessclub just, if they refined a couple things that they did, they would have played a much, they would have been right in there with them. I don't think it was as big of a blowout as the 2-0 kind of shows it to be, or even kind of the points they let it out to be, but Chessclub put up a good showing despite losing today.
Yeah, so let's see if I can bring the logs up here. And I'm getting URL not found, so maybe it doesn't work. Typical. No, URL not found. Darn. Alright, well, do you have the logs?
Yeah, I think so. Let me post them.
Send them to me, because the link I get from the chat isn't working.
Sent it to your Steam.
Yeah, because I'm actually very interested to check out the logs there. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if we can bring this up on the stream here. I know John's prepared for this, but I'm like, man, I should have done this more. But let's see if we can bring the logs up on the screen. Because logs usually give us a lot of information to what's been going on. So let's see here.
At least I think this is the... Oh, this is... Okay, I'm looking at that.
So there we go, we've got the logs very nicely handled. So if you look there, and top kills of the round, Sniper's on top, Elysian with only 1 kill more, and Fromlo with more damage, and then Steve there. So let's take a look at the death counter here. Wow, Kazul, the spy, dying the most.
To be expected to some degree. I mean, obviously he did die more, but he did get more picks than Solid, who just had a few deaths less, and I'd take that out of a spy any day of the week.
Yeah. If you look at the spies here, Solid actually got less kills than Kazul there. Kazul got 9 and stuff like that, so...
And the one big thing that we kind of talked about in the first round was that Fool only died 3 times compared to the 9 out of Sprayer, and this time, obviously, Fool did die just a couple times less, but they were still much closer than last round. Sprayer doing a better job of keeping alive.
Yep. So anyway... Thank you guys for watching. That was a very good game, very close. We have a lot of talented teams here, and just because Chessclub lost to Highpander now doesn't mean they necessarily will lose the next time they face off, because that was incredibly close. So yeah, any last words before we close out?
I do not. I guess one thing is I'm just going to give a shout out to Tip of the Hats. I'm going to be part of the Dota Fortress later tonight. I have absolutely no idea what it is, but it's some sort of pick ban thing with actual players, to my understanding. So something like that. So anyways, definitely check that out tonight. It's at like 9 p.m. Eastern time. I have no idea what that is elsewise, but just, yeah, Tip of the Hats. Check that out later tonight.
Yeah, and donate for charity, because it's really important. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see